World War I, known as the Great War, was one of the most transformative events in human history. It lasted from 1914 to 1918 and involved over 30 nations, claiming millions of lives, but it was a single act that lit the match: the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary on June 28, 1914. In retaliation, Austria-Hungary declared war on Serbia, setting off a chain reaction that dragged Europe, and eventually the world, into war. By late 1914, Europe was engulfed in conflict. Germany, executing the Schlieffen Plan, invaded Belgium and France, expecting a quick victory. But this strategy failed, and the Western Front froze into a brutal stalemate of trench warfare. Soldiers endured unspeakable conditions in the trenches: mud, disease, constant shell fire, and fear. Battles like the Somme and Verdun became symbols of immense human suffering, with little ground gained. On the Eastern Front, Germany and Austria-Hungary clashed with Russia, while smaller nations were drawn into the chaos. New technologies like machine guns, poison gas, tanks, and airplanes made this war unlike anything the world had ever seen. In 1917, the tides began to shift. Germany's policy of unrestricted submarine warfare, along with the infamous Zimmermann telegram, provoked the United States to join the Allies. The arrival of American troops reinvigorated Allied forces. Meanwhile, Russia, crippled by internal revolution, exited the war, allowing Germany to focus on the Western Front. But even with its spring offensive in 1918, Germany could not break the Allied defenses. Exhausted and outmatched, the Central Powers began to crumble. On November 11, 1918, an armistice brought the fighting to an end. But the war's impact was far from over. The Treaty of Versailles in 1919 imposed harsh penalties on Germany, redrew national borders, and sowed the seeds for future conflict. Over 16 million lives were lost, and countless others were forever changed. The war left deep scars on the world, but it also taught humanity valuable lessons about the cost of division and the necessity of peace. World War I serves as a powerful reminder of both humanity's darkest and most resilient moments. It showed us the devastation that unchecked rivalry can bring, but also inspired movements for unity and cooperation. The League of Nations, though flawed, was a step toward preventing future wars. And even in the face of unimaginable loss, people rebuilt their lives, their nations, and their hope for a better future.